Look at the disco ball.
And you can't.
He's gonna show us the outside. I'd like to go down and take a picture with the pictures and stuff. You hear him say people stole pictures? People stole the pictures from over there. There was more. Oh, this is where the doors, he was shutting the zombies.
Gather around, guys. Okay, in the movie, if you remember, there's a scene where a motorcycle rider smashes through a glass wall. That was actually Tom Savini doing the stunt. That would have been in the center here. He would have flown towards us on the motorcycle and crashed through the glass. The reason I know is you freeze frame it, the shot, you see a doorway with a brick wall to the right, and you can see the windows and stuff and light through the distance. That wouldn't match any other place in the mall. Also, he was almost hurt really bad doing that stunt. The guys on the production team actually made the fake glass. They poured it on the floor somewhere in here, somewhere in the mall, but the mall floor was actually not level. So part of it became really thick as it went along and, you know, tapered thinner. And it was only supposed to be a certain amount of thickness for him to bust through it with the motorcycle. So it's like really thick, and he does a stunt, and it's like going through a brick wall. He could have broken his neck. He could have been dead since, you know, almost 4 years ago. It was a tough stunt. Luckily, he was very padded up. There's only one part of him that was not padded, one of his knees. It hurt his knee, he damaged his knee, but he was okay.
Oh.
But he did that stunt right here in the center.
Wow. Did you ask him when he say that?
Yes, he would tell you all about it.
Tina.
Soon? We're almost done. Alright, everybody gather around the square here. Everybody come in around this square here. Everybody come in around this square. Another spot you may recognize from the movie, many of you. There's a view from up top, down through this square. You see zombies down there with a cart. You see zombies walking around over here, and the view is from up top. Do any of you recognize it? The shot I'm talking about in the movie?
In the third act, or is it really fast, or I can't recall?
Pretty much. Is it in the program? I forget if I put it in there. No. It's on the back.
I just watched it last night.
No. There's a shot. Well, many people see the shot. It's really weird. There's nowhere else in the mall that it can take place. You see a square with these rails, the exact same rails. And you see a view down through multiple floors. It is right here. Now, you're going to have to go home and watch the movie again. You're going to start recognizing all the things that I told you about. Yeah, I bet. Everybody does it. All the first times I used to come here, you know, I'd go home, watch the movie, and say, oh, I found this, I found that. Ooh, I want to look for that. Next time I go looking for that piece, that thing. That's how it goes. You'll be the same way. You'll go home and watch it like, oh, yeah, that's what he was talking about. Okay, come on over here.
Wasn't there a bike just right there?
Behind me, you will see the parking lot. You see this all throughout the movie with zombies milling around out here in the parking lot. At one point, you see a zombie sort of trip over a sign. It was right over here.
I saw it.
I remember that last time.
You see views of this whole section. Back here where Firestone is. At the time, it was JCPenney's Auto Center. They had A&P, they had all kinds of stores back here. And somebody earlier asked me about the roadway behind the mall that the bikers come down. the trucks also come down that roadway. It's right there. It's steep and it goes up. If you walk down there, you can get a good view up it. But that's the road. The trucks come all down that and they go this way towards the mall.
Open in the Guitar Center. Is that the A&P?
Yes.
I have a trivia question for you.
Yeah.
Okay, since you're the expert on the movie. One part of the movie, they focus on one of the numbers on a light.
Yeah.
What's the number?
30.
I know no ways. I'm going to fool you. I figured I'd give it a shot. I'm sorry.
Over there.
Was 30 always there?
No, they actually, actual signs have been changed.
Dear God,
the
yeah,
lights
the
have been
original,
changed, and some of the numbers even have been moved in different spots.
That's not the 30.
No.
I got
Not
some
at
weird.
all.
I came here years ago. I got here. I forgot the number. I took a picture of 9. But I got the original lighting now.
All right, so like I said, this is where the bikers come down. They come around here, and they all come around down here where we started. That's the road. You can get better shots anytime you want. We're gonna walk over here, and I'll point out some things on the roof. We can't go up there. We have to look at it from down here.
I stepped up when the curb and I forgot I stepped up and I went to step down. There was no.
But when you see the ball come over the ledge, you see those two curved pipes. See them? You'll go back to the movie and watch it and say, oh yeah, that's it. The ball comes down over that ledge, but then when it comes down onto the ground, it's the front of the mall.
Interesting. When he hits the tennis ball, they show this shot at the beginning, but then when it comes, the ball comes down, it actually comes down the other side of the trick photography.
How many years ago was this said?
78. So it's been about 40. Been about 40.
Filming when the first Star Wars movie came out.
Yeah, 77. Yeah.
Alright, come on over here and stand behind me and I'll point out the last few things. Come over here, please stand behind me. I'll point out the last few things. You may start to recognize some things. Okay, over here you see those machines. In the movie they were a little bit different, they've probably been updated, but they're in the same spot. That is where Peter and Roger walk by, and Peter says, it might be nuclear. He's right there. Also, you see this white square part of the building on top, sort of a box. That is where Galen Ross, who played Fran, she stands in front of it. She's looking at them, driving the trucks and the zombies all around. She fires her gun from the center of it to shoot at the zombies, and she's like, sons of... I don't want to say it was kids. You know the movie. So all the stuff happened around that box. Also to its left is where they had the fake facade on top. It looks like where they bust into the skylight. That actually did not lead into anything. It was pretty much over the hatch that comes off of the roof. But they built a fake skylight there to match the skylight on top of the building in downtown Pittsburgh where they had the set. That's where their hideout was. It was a set, it was not in the mall. So they built a fake thing on top to match that. And then beside the box right there is where they had the helipad. It's where they had the little square and the helicopter landed on it. Right in front of it. You can see views of that. At the time, the white square was light blue in the movie. Helicopter would land in front of it. They come out of the hatch, they fight the zombies. Steven and Peter are on top there, watching as the bikers come down the road in front of that box. Also at the end, you see the helicopter on the same landing pad. That's when Peter pulls on it, yanks on it, and gets back in, and he says his line. She's like, got much cash? She's like, not much. All right. Helicopter gets up, zombies are all there on the roof. It swings around and it flies off into the distance. Music swells, and that's the end. And that's the end of the tour.
Yeah.
I want to thank you all for coming with me. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much. I hope you're enjoying this weekend at the Living Dead weekend. Please go over to the convention center. The actors from Dawn of the Dead are in there signing autographs. Go see them, get some autographs, you know. please, you know, if you're hungry, get some food at the mall, support them because they haven't allowed tours since 2003. So they're doing it because they want to generate business for the fans. You know, I'm sure you've heard the news stories over the past few years. Malls are in decline. Stores are closing. They can't keep people coming to malls. So they're doing this, I think, in an effort to bring people to this mall and save it. You don't want to lose this mall.
They should have been doing that from the beginning.
True, but things change, people's attitudes change, business models change. Now they want the customers to come. They need them to come. So please support them. They've been nice enough to allow these tours. But thank you so much for coming along with me.
Thank
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks, bro. Have a good day, okay? Enjoy the rest of the weekend.
Hey. Yeah. Woo. Woo. I'm not so good. You got me. Too slow.
Hey, Tony, Tony.